Let me save all of you a parent mistake. When you go to buy your daughter a telescope, you think she's not going to be satisfied with like the $30 one, so you spend a few $100s on a good telescope. She would have been just as satisfied, it turns out, with the $30 one. But we go out and we look at all that, we're talking about it, and you know, I can read Genesis, and I understand that Genesis doesn't give me the scientific basis on which to rationalize exactly all of this, unless I'm going to have to explain something about looking through the firmament, and you're going to run into problems. I can read Genesis just fine. I can look through the telescope just fine. And I don't feel like either one of these things are in conflict, because I can look at that and go, God created that. God created it, and it reliably, consistently revolves around the sun, just like we do, or the moon's revolving around the earth's revolving around the sun. And God's created his creation in an orderly, predictable, consistent, ongoing way. And what's more is we're told that by the power of the Lord Jesus, all of this is being sustained. That all of creation finds not only its beginning, but its consistency in him. So I can tell her, an amazing thing I learned about telescopes. Some of y'all know telescopes. This is going to sound boring to you. But I got one of those, I forget what the technical term is, but you just turn a little knob as you're watching, and it follows the trajectory of the moon across the sky, because it's not stationary. It's moving both downward and across at the same time. So you can follow it. The universe is so predictable that some guy sitting in Taiwan can build a little gear for your telescope so that he can turn it at the same pace that the moon's moving across the sky. And then I can look at my daughter and say, that's because Jesus upholds all of the universe by his power. In him we live and move and have our being. Not just us as humans, but all of creation does. It's incredible.